Hello. Somewhat handsome. Nice bookcase, thank you. IKEA, baby. Good afternoon. It's, I'd say it's more evening here, but it's afternoon there. Good afternoon. Somebody told me something, I'm very distracted today. I'm kind of bummed out, to be quite honest. Somebody tell me something happy, something good that's happening to you. Oh, hi, kitty. Meow, meow. Okay. My journey as Junkie Cop. It's going all right. I acquired some speed, but I'm too much of a coward to actually use it. So I don't think it's going to be, like, shocker of shockers, I don't think it's going to be good for me. So I did get a notification a couple weeks ago during the stream that Kim no longer likes me. He no longer has any respect for me, so so my purpose for the rest of the game is to only make choices that Kim respects. A's on all your classes and you're seeing something with someone romantically. Hooray! That's good news. That's lovely. Any new murder theories? Oh, I think it seems quite clear what happened. All those union fellows lynched him with the sort of thin justification of him assaulting a lady who was, to hear her tell it, not assaulted at all. But there still is the bullet in his head that we need to, that is still a mystery, I guess. I think my theory on that has not changed, and it is that he shot himself and then they, like, tried to figure out tried to make it look like a lynching, basically, and take the credit for murdering him. Time for the Department of Education funeral. Elysium stream. It's like, it's just everything that happens every single day is made extra frustrating by the fact that it's 1000% illegal and unconstitutional. Trump can't shut down the Department of Education without the approval of Congress. That's not how the Constitution works. So it's like this horrible slow motion train wreck where everybody knows something is gonna happen, and it's just a matter of time passing and figuring out whether what's gonna happen is, straight up authoritarianism, in which case I think things will actually go the way Steve Bannon suggested yesterday on his stupid podcast or whatever, that Trump's gonna go for a third term, which is, it's just fucking insane regardless. It's like, God, Steve Bannon is so fucking evil, it's just so crazy how he says what he says and thinks what he thinks and is clearly, like, not stupid. He's an intelligent guy, Steve Bannon. He's like actually kind of a media marketing genius. And like the idea, it's just so sinister that he would, suggest a coup of the government where Trump gets a third term, and not feel like he has to justify doing that despite Trump's age. Like the fact that if Trump had a third term when he got out of office, he'd be 86 years old, dude. 86. Like, he's barely intelligible as it is. It's fucking crazy. So the fact that Steve Bannon doesn't feel like he has to justify that aspect of this is extremely disturbing. You haven't questioned the Pretty Smart Blonde yet? I did indeed. Me and a bunch of friends went on a trip together, got back yesterday, it was a great time, had a bunch of food. Hell yeah. Bought a cool looking hat. Fuck yeah. Love a hat. That's good news. In terms of food news, I assume you mean good. Okay, good news. Progress on my film school drama project? Excellent. Very good. He's using the nobody will stop him loophole. Yeah, that thing about the American government is that up until, like, really over our entire history, it's been based on good faith, you know, that like everybody wants to be a part of this system and just doesn't account for people wanting to dismantle it from the inside, which is insane because we like fought a whole civil war about that. It seems like that should have been the end of it, you know. We should have just finished Reconstruction and removed all the people who believe in a fundamental hierarchy. And the reason we didn't do that is because, you know, the North was also ruled by an elite who believed in a fundamental hierarchy. So that's just this, like the story of the entire history of the United States is the people who run this country being really uncomfortable with the fact that they truly in their heart of hearts think that some people should simply rule over others. And whether that's a matter of merit, like a technocracy, or you know, just inborn like divine right, is really what we've been fighting over for the past 250 years. It's ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid. Nobody has to rule anybody, you know. They just won't consider that as an idea. I love your YouTube vids. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. How much shit can I get away with without getting impeached? The president regiment. I mean, what's crazy is that like America 30 years ago would have impeached Trump and everybody in this administration like a week in. You know, that's part of what's really upsetting and disturbing about all this is how quickly things have changed just in my lifetime. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. They could draw and quarter Mitch McConnell in the middle of Congress and they won't impeach him. I mean, the government is disappearing people, you know? They've, like, it's known now that they've sent innocent people to El Salvador to a labor camp where they're never going to get out. Steve Bannon on his podcast yesterday was talking with whoever's fucking guest was about and just like they were having a conversation about the people that the government has sent to El Salvador and basically said, well, you know, like, you know, and yeah, and so you know, maybe a couple of them are innocent, so what? You know, maybe a couple innocent gardeners got into the mix. Oh well. It's pathetic. It's like, it's treasonous is what it is. I can't imagine anything less American in character, at least in the way that we like to imagine ourselves as Americans, than not giving a shit about whether somebody actually committed a crime or not. And I can't imagine anything less American in, you know, governmental tradition than worshiping one guy as a king. That's fucking pathetic. It's treasonous. You know, like I don't think that that's an overstatement in any way whatsoever. It's treason. They're seditionists. They're trying to take over the government and destroy it because they hate this country and everything good it ever stood for. Which, to be clear, is like, you know, it's not that America has just been fundamentally good its entire existence, but good things have happened here. We've introduced new and interesting and good ideas to the structure of human society. And those are the things that they hate and would like to see gone. So I'd like to see them gone. Thoughts on people losing their voting rights and are immediately disqualified for running in public office when they reach a certain age, 75 for example. I don't see why the retirement age can't apply to public office, you know. What's the retirement age right now? Is it like 62 or something? You shouldn't be in public office if you're past retirement age. If you're collecting Social Security, you don't need to be in public office. Hello, I'm moderating a friend's channel, but I leave a lurk. A star call was 65. Yeah, nobody over 65 gets to be in Congress or be president. That's what I think. Okay, let's continue. Last time we were in the church, we learned about DeLoreanism, the Church of Humanism, and I'm going to get into this computer. I think I've already acquired the password.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Let's play again.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Fucked up thing is that if that's implemented, more than half of politicians immediately get kicked out of office. Yeah. That's the thing about the elite that we've created right now, you know. It's like, okay, so sure, anybody can run for office in this country, but who gets to run for office? People who have the money and time to do so, right? I can't run for office. I got shit to do. And yeah, we've been setting up this system where only people who have a very reliable income, probably generational, and a lot of time on their hands. Like, that's the only way you can put together a campaign of any kind. That's why that's why AOC is kind of a remarkable person. It's like, why can't ban elected officials for stock trading? Because they all do it, yeah. This place sucks.
Good afternoon, Votre accident on Sunken. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I thought
Maybe
I had it.
he knows something.
Okay. I don't know the password.
I will register this login attempt.
I'll go talk to
Votre
Tiago again.
accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, thank you. I'm finished.
Goodbye, Votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still...
Yeah, okay. Hi.
Oh, hey, Wade. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
I'm pretty sure way is spelled with a G.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to her radio computer?
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Yes, please.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Yes, it's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinaise. Does he seem like the kind of guy who'd care about that? I don't know. Maybe. Let's try.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death.
Okay.
What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Oh, what was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
Okay, thank you.
I think we're done here, Essay.
Oh. All right.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Turn up the game audio a bit? Yeah. Okay. Let me know if that's good. Tiago really does sound like he doesn't. It's like one of the only criticisms I have about this game so far, and it's a minor criticism. Tiago's great, I love him, but he's his accent doesn't fit this world. He sounds like he's like lifted straight from East LA, and not really like a, I don't know, like a sort of made up mixture. I don't know, mixed culture that the rest of this world building is doing. Anyway.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Sunken. This is the East Insulindian Computer Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
Did you meet the ravers? I did meet the ravers. Let's try this again. I think I may have the right password for the personal log.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the
Sweet.
filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.
Goodbye, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
Press
The
print.
printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Let's read
The
it.
first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in.
I have indeed agreed to turn the chapel into a disco club as long as they keep the drugs out, which Tiago seems okay with.
The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
Read the third entry.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would you need an antenna?
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
2. Read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all those people?
Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
Read the fifth entry.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinaise people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound.
Ooh.
Need to get some mics.
Ooh. Ooh, it's like the opposite of the Stephen King thinny. I like it.
Is she talking about?
Read the 7th entry.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems
weird.
like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
What could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples.
8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
She must be describing a cell.
A girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
9th entry.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange one makes straight for the radio computer.
I'm very unnerved for some reason.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're here on a side case representing certain music venue organizers. Now, okay, neither of these options are great. We're not breaking in. I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity. Oh, we'll go with that one.
You won't find any answers from here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Okay, does that mean that we have to go do like other stuff first? To get her to finish rebooting the machine? What else is in here? I see money! Shoes! Oh my god. Oh, we're putting these on immediately. These dapper snakeskin shoes have an almost invisible white-on-white flower motif. They mean motif. Sewn on the tongue. The toe caps are still dusty from lying in the church. Put them on. +1 empathy. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I think so. What did these give me? +1 composure, -1 savoir-faire. Oh, yeah. No, we're sticking with these. Oh. Oh my god. Beautiful. I'm only missing a zoot suit. Whoop. You just talk to her? Okay. Oh. There's the music. Hey, what's this? +1 pain threshold. Don't mind if I do. Okay. As much as I like this bow tie, I think we may have to do away with it. Because I think it gives me a +2 drama. Drama's nice, but pain threshold. I think I only have like two health bars, yeah. Does that help me? This huge red scarf is still dusty from lying in the church. Subtle red on red embroidery embellishes it with cocky roosters and musk floral motifs. Absolutely. I'm gonna take off this coat for a second and check my fit. Have you ever seen a more superstar cop? Okay.
What is it?
Okay. Sorry, but who are you? What are you doing
I
here?
am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the crab man?
Nope.
But you know he's
Yes.
around. He's seen you.
And
That's probably not a big deal then, I guess. Well, no. And the crab man has seen you. Let's go.
I don't care. I don't care about crab men.
Wow, she really doesn't. Not afraid, this one.
Why are there so many machines in this place?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an
I
antenna?
use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefect's processing unit.
The Brain Prefect, that's your radio computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that antenna is its processing unit?
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I don't really know much about anything in this world, to be honest.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
What is on air?
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means.
Like love.
And the AR-1, is it a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinaise is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians.
None of this means anything to me.
Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
What are you doing with your radio computer?
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
It's not just rudeness. It really is hard to concentrate on whatever she needs to do. And you're not helping.
Isn't your RAIN Prefect radio computer made exclusively for the government to use?
So you do know something about computers. You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
And you work for the government?
No, I don't.
So why do you have it?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and RAIN Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards. So I had to upgrade. Besides, owning a RAIN Prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see RAIN prefects in every police department, for example.
How did you get your hands on it?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade RAIN Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as RAIN Civic, so it's kind of a rip-off. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain.
What about those bowls of water over there?
They are connected to my RAIN Prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Okay, I'll try not to touch anything. Next question.
Great.
What are you doing in an abandoned church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
I'm a police officer. It's my job to ask questions.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is the hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Hole in the world. What does that mean exactly?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
You measure it by collecting data on its surroundings, on that which exists. Like antimatter.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence. To find out where it begins.
Hydrotransducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
Do you have any idea where this hole might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
Why there?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe. But it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
This is where the crabman lives.
I know.
You don't think the crabman might be somehow responsible here?
No, I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
You said that the research isn't going well. Why not?
Because it's just trial and error. Trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
That's all I wanted to know about the scary 2mm hole in the world for now.
Great. Thanks.
About the 2mm hole again. How do you feel about anodic dance music?
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Same here. It doesn't connect here. Not like disco does anyway.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Right, but how do you feel about a club for anodic dance music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
What do they want to build then?
Take a guess, why don't you?
A youth center would be nice. A petting zoo, place for animals. Oh. Maybe some community space to help the elderly. I'm still convinced they want to establish a nightclub for anodic dance music. They said it's their dream.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Check it out, I got a spam bot. Love that.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
You guys think I should buy some viewers? It might be a good expenditure of money. About that 2mm hole again.
The Swallow, you mean?
Huh?
What about it?
Oh, nothing, I guess. There's no new options.
Great. Thanks.
I'll let you work in peace now. You're official now. Yeah, I've made it. Bots appearing in my chat. Okay, I guess that's it for this place. Let's talk to Kim. See what he thinks.
Yes?
Nothing. Okay. What have we to do? Let's see. Tell Andre about Suna's thoughts on the nightclub. Okay. Oh, yes. We need to call the station about the dead body. Oh, we need to... I'm still carrying around that stuffed bird. Talk to a cell. Okay. Okay. We'll go talk to the... We'll go talk to the youths again. Oh, I can thaw out my car back. Sweet. That takes a lot of time. Okay, we'll see.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good. It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes. Further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this will be by getting us into the church.
Sign?
Yeah. Gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
I saw a sticker on the padlock. Can you tell me anything about it?
Sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me?
Interesting. He wants you to describe it, though he already knows what it looks like.
Why describe it if you already know what I mean?
So I can hear you do it. Sometimes the outside gaze helps us reflect on things.
Noid, don't bother our guests with your games.
Piss off, Andre. Me and Mr. Cop are trying to discuss art.
You shouldn't talk like that.
I don't mind a little foul language here and there.
The ban on foulness. That's the moralist plot to alienate us from our bodily functions so they can control us more fully.
True.
Anyhow, what was the sticker like?
Okay, it's a yellow circle, the human face with X's for eyes and a smile underneath. I think the X's mean the guy is dead.
Good. What did you want to know?
Was I right? Is it a dead guy smiling?
Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right, and I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race.
Why do you think that's
They're
so?
all the same. Same eyes, same smiles, same death.
Okay, what does it
He
mean?
defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about defeats.
I'm thinking maybe the smiling dead guy is a symbol for communism. It's also dead, but doesn't care. Yeah, I want to see what he says in response to that.
Yeah, that interpretation holds.
Oh, what makes the sticker so modern?
Simplicity was brought to us by classical solarist modernism, but that was a tasteful, harmonious simplicity, right? Well, hardcore is not tasteful or outwardly harmonious. It's a warning shot. This will be dangerous. The echo of man's loss, haunting him. The sticker, the clothes, the music, same thing.
You come up with this stuff by yourself?
Not alone. Many people are thinking the same thing right now. We all see the same smiling dead guy in a couple of X's and a circle. And a curve. The beat is the same for all.
I think we've exhausted the subject for
I
now.
guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for?
What about now? Are the signs all right now?
Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment.
What?
You heard me.
Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked-up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
The People's Republic of Samara is a product of Revachel's sister revolution on the Grand Isola. It's known as a severely degenerated rogue state.
We wouldn't know anything about that here in the United States of America, now would we? Don't be too hard on Samara. They're all alone in the world. Half of what we know about them is just propaganda. Sure.
I know, man. I was just talking about the aesthetic.
Okay. Fair. The supernatural. So you think that's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs.
Also true.
Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human,
Okay.
folk rights,
I don't know about that.
kind of stuff.
Folk rights, maybe. Okay, maybe I'll come back later.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I checked out the church.
And?
I
What happened?
talked to the crab man.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seems okay, to be honest. Very spiritual.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the looks of it.
No matter. Is he going to be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
As far as I can tell, he's not gonna leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a fuck about you or anyone
I
else.
guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She did not like the Anotic Dance Club idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution.
Look at you, honour man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Anodic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Alright, I'll see how it goes.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
That's it for
Goodbye,
now.
officer.
Okay, so I assume I need to go talk to her again. Sync the signs with Noid. Noid doesn't want to talk to you. The signs are not in sync. Guess you need to help him and his friends out somehow. Prove you're one of the crew. Who knows what he'll tell you. I assume that's basically the same task as help the ravers start a nightclub. Let's go talk to a cell and then go back to the church.
Hello again.
Okay. I guess not. Now the music is everywhere.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Okay.
Good.
Convince her to cooperate with the ravers. This is research not going well. Okay, yeah. This is, these are good odds. Let's do it.
Easy.
Yay.
When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's off-site copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Okay. What's an off-site copy and why do you need it? Yet another
It's a
task
backup
for
of
me.
my former employer's project.
Chores.
The radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed
Good.
now.
I'm an
But
idiot.
I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Oh, does this get me a new pry bar? That's
Basement. Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
good. Game is my pry bar.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Where is your old
On
workspace?
Rue de Saint-Ghislain, in the East Delta Commerce Center. You might be more familiar with the name Doomed Commercial Area. You could get in through the bookshop on the plaza. You
Ooh,
just have to do some explaining to the
a new
bookstore.
place. Bookstore lady, you mean Plaisance?
That's her name, I believe.
And where exactly is the off-site copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
Why can't you go get it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me.
Oh no.
Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in.
Why does she think you're part of the curse?
Because she's from Martinaise, and people from Martinaise have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
What if it does emit elemental evil?
It doesn't emit, it receives. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw my reign. Turned to higher powers.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the off-site copy. Alright?
Okay, I'll go look for the off-site copy.
And here's my
My pry bar!
You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the off-site copy, then you can keep the console.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kavalsund.
Hi, Fractal Dactyl. About the off-site copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
That's
Thanks.
it. Okay. Oops. Find the giant ice bear fridge. Okay. And... yes. Perfect. This is an advanced pry bar. A pry bar +2, if you will. Built by Kvalsund in Vasa. The number of gadgets hidden within the frame of the yellow and gray multi-tool will stagger any technician. I love it. Okay. Did we get a chicken update already? I just arrived. Oh, the chickens are good. They are growing really fast. A couple of them have grown pants, which is really cute. The fluffy feathers on their legs, you know, They look very much like pants at this age. The chicken that was in jail for too much pecking has had her sentence commuted. She is no longer pecking everybody. Everybody is friends now. Everybody knows peace. The 16 good heart viewers from YouTube to come over to Twitch to reach the 15 viewers per stream challenge. Is that a challenge? 15 viewers per stream? I'm just trying to get to, what is it? What's the... It's not associate. That's what I want to say, but that's not right. I've fulfilled every requirement for Twitch to allow ads and subscriptions, except for except for streaming 8 times a month. So that's my goal for this
beaten
month.
wooden planks of the bench do not look overly
I will accomplish for sure.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench.
Yeah. Okay. If you have the map, you can fast travel. No way. Let's try it. These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. Okay. That's neat. Now we have just a list of save scums for the night. How exciting. How do you fast travel? I don't see it. It's amount of hours per week in different day, and with an average of 14 viewers. I have an average of 14 viewers. Don't worry about that. You need to be by the location, like near the church or the statue. Oh, okay. I think I'll just walk. Currently reading. Breaking news. Ugh, fuck's sake. Breaking news. Musk set to get access to top secret US plan for potential war with China. Great. What are we doing? You know? It's like giving a 12-year-old the nuclear codes. God damn. Okay. Alright, I came from YouTube. I'm on Twitch too now. I'm giga watching. Hell yeah. You know, hot take. I don't think, at least with the as the cards currently stand, I don't think the U.S. would win a war with China. I think we would. I think they just have too many people. Like I'm certain. Like I'm certain our military is more skilled.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly
But I don't
sinking
know how much
into
that'll
the
matter.
Indian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible.
And also, even though I think our army and the Marines and like all the everybody who actually fights wars is really skilled, it's like the same thing that Russia is doing, right? Like Putin thought that the war in Ukraine was going to be over in 2 weeks because he's surrounded by yes men whose job is to just like make him feel good and make him feel optimistic about all his stupid ideas. It's been 3 years. Like the more oligarchical we get, I think the less effective your military becomes.
It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
And I think if that happened, everybody would basically be on China's side. You know? If we started
the
it.
tracks in Martinaise? This is where they were leading.
This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Waiting for the car burns a lot of hours, do it at night. Okay.
Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
I mean, it is almost nighttime, so I might as well pursue this now. Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
It might result in the international community counter-invading us and restructuring our government into something better. Yeah, when is the rest of the world going to come liberate the United States? Make the United States safe for democracy, you know? I'm not suggesting it. I don't need the FBI knocking on my door. Just making a snide joke. Criticizing our stupid government. What's the make of this, MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Whoa. Monkfish are weird. How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Well, looks like Jacob Irv's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did you say something, Lieutenant?
I did not. But I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Why not?
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue. Okay.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing? Kim, what are you thinking about?
Let me think about it.
Whistle a tune.
Spit flies.
Okay, don't whistle a
to your
tune.
moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound though. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Keep blowing.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
Are we friends again?
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame.
Failing the whistle
You hear
jack.
the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything.
Hi and bye, Eric. Have fun.
Okay. That's way better than what you did.
Remember, hanging out is the entire purpose of living. Everything humans do. It's just so that we can hang out. Or hang out better.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So is your dad also blind as fuck? 4 eyes? Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well,
Anthill
historically,
for sure.
leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Yeah, but they're gross.
Okay, he's
Yucky.
thinking, I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to.
Easy leeches? You're insane. Leeches are
Well,
yucky.
napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Leeches hurt way less. Yeah, I picked up a cinder block a couple days ago. So I was like moving things to and fro out in my yard. And I didn't realize it was on top of an anthill. Like, bit the fuck out of me. They're finally starting to go away, but yeah, my hand looked awful for about a week. If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who do you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Gun to your head.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
For real though, I was just reading something about the U.S. looking at plans for a war with Iran. Yeah, there also talks about Panama. Now we're talking about a war with China. Don't forget Canada and Mexico. Does Team Trump really think they can fight wars everywhere? No, they're just trying to. They're trying to see what's gonna hit best with viewers. Literally, like I think quite genuinely that's the only thing they're actually trying to do, is like see what's gonna get the most interesting reaction, and just go with that one. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Nothing's real, you know. Maybe there's an argument that the ants would leave you alone after about 15 minutes or so of biting. Sure, if you smash them all. Can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived.
Oh.
I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
I'm not a car
It is a
person.
simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people.
Squint your eyes and say, is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one.
But it could also be the number of a police precinct. Precinct 41. Your precinct.
Does Team Trump think at all? No, they just react. That's what you have to do to make good television. Reality television, at least.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh god, it's mine! I drove my car into the sea!
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone?
Of whom? I don't think so.
Oh god.
If anything, you were probably drunk.
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
Fourth thing, my name?
More precious than the gun,
Oh,
the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. The rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
I was the traffic hooligan. Hey, it's my badge. And what's this? Commander's jacket. Let's see how that looks. thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you. A younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside. Yeah, look at me. Hot, hot, hot. Banged up fuel canister, dented stainless steel canister, blah, 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 blah. Look how much I can sell it for, damn. Okay. A black uniform jacket with RCM signature white rectangle on its right sleeve and back side. Letters inside the collar read LTN to JFR. The jacket is of exceptional quality other than some minor wear and tear. Let's see how it looks. Well now. Well. I don't mind this at all. I do like how my my scarf shows over it, and with the other jacket it goes under. Oh gosh, I can't decide. The patrol cloak is not bad either, I must say. What's this look like from the back? Not awful. Yeah, let's keep this one. Okay. Oh gosh, I have so much to do. Oh, I still have to sing karaoke. Oh, but look at everything I've done. This makes me feel better. Okay. It's worth reading your badge. Didn't I already? Oh. Interact.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all these.
Study the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years.
Oof.
The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking. Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression.
Oh, not the
although
expression.
it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
A name. Harry Dubois.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Strange. It doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Not bad. Harrier Dubois it is. I'll accept it.
At least to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Let's look at my rank.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
A lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
Well, and W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice.
Whoa.
Thus your W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect.
So I am a super cop.
And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
One time, I went to a Walmart and my checkout lady was named Rotunda.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
She was quite large, yes, because I know it's on your mind. What is a décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which, in turn, was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kings?
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Whoa, that's wild. So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Thank you, Kim.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
Still, he doesn't trust you completely.
The bloodest guy I ever knew had the name Raven. I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks, that gives me hope.
Good.
Turn back the document.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
Serial number? I'm not reading all that
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
Oh wow, I just looked out the window and look how that sunset appears in my background. It's like a matte painting. How lovely.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue, 7th of November.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva. Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Put it away. That was useful. Feel better about myself. What's this? A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. Mine, I guess. Oh, who's this? What are these doing in the fish? Oh. Well, I'm not taking off those snakeskin shoes under any circumstances, but it's still worth looking at these. +1 perception. Yeah, no thank you. I'd much rather have +1 empathy. Those do look pretty good. Calf-length cavalry boots. Mount that horse and ride into the night. Heel comes in handy too. Makes you look a good 5 centimeters taller. Oh, it's like Elon with his heels. We really are back in 17th century France. But could it be that it's also making you sharper, more perceptive to your surroundings, now that you've gained a new perspective from 5 centimeters higher? A view from above. That's funny. Oh shit. They're starting to win me over, these shoes. Ooh. Nah, I don't think so. Oh, trash. What? Okay.
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with?
A sword in a scabbard? My goodness. Does she have fish hooks as earrings? It's kind of sick. That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I've questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think...
Indeed.
Oops.
You're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold, point to the expression on your face. Yeah.
Not bad.
Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I use to keep these animals in check. You would put me in an early grave.
Where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh. Say no more, wait for her to
He
continue.
didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. A bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
I don't think so. Kim's presence makes it awkward. I wonder what it's like when you pass this check. but I don't want her badly enough to pursue it. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help. Yeah.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals mainstream scientists deny exist.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen, I haven't heard of those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here.
Ah!
Nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go? Oh, wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it, I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Sorry, I think my guy's home, but I'm not sure. Seems like Rita would be... Rita just walked by wagging her tail, but it seems like she would be making noise. Maybe she's just happy. I was asked to get your signature.
Were you? It says by signing, I agree to live in with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everett's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center. If you pursue a date, you have a short conversation at sunset, and she gives you her sword, nothing else happens. Okay, well, I would get to carry a sword around, which is kind of cool.
What a nice idea.
Hello, Cece.
Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought, what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Should I have them sign the papers? Yeah.
He has a pen and everything. Here you go.
Why did you sign it? Hi,
I shouldn't
Ruru.
have.
Hello. I don't know. No, it's a youth center. Why shouldn't you? God.
That's what I asked you. It's a youth centre and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored.
Miranda, how do you feel about a girl chickie named Black Phillip? I'm reserving that name for when I actually get a goat.
Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature.
I guess I'd name a sheep
It's a
Black
bad
Phillip
idea.
if I had to.
She won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Okay then.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic.
That is sound logic. I like her. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
You can forge the signatures if you want to fuck over Everett. Yeah, I probably will. What else?
I sell the fish to people in the Delta to serve at their fancy restaurants. Authentic Insular Indian cuisine.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Interesting. What have you found? Okay.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch.
Yeah, Maybe steer clear of the things reminding her of the floater she used to be married to. Just saying.
It's great. I thought you mentioned you get sheep instead of goats because goats are a real piece of work. I did. So, I don't know. If I were to get goats, I would absolutely name one Black Phillip. But the sheep that I'm looking at, the Navajo Chura sheep, the rams grow like crazy horns sometimes. They have a gene that sometimes causes them to display like 4 to 6 horns, and they look pretty sick. So if I end up with one of those, I'll name it Black Phillip, and it'll be just as metal and rad as if it were a black goat, in my opinion. So I take it that's your skiff.
Sure is. The Sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days?
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea, far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance, white sails. My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Looking for someone else, actually.
Oh?
I guess
Who?
I'm not. That's it, I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
How can I assist you then, officer?
I will not be doing this check. I don't need a sword, and I don't need a date be seeing you. Okay. Oh.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee.
Okay, put the documents back in the envelope. I can do that in my room. Ooh, money. Okay. Legs crack beneath your weight. Cool, cool, cool. How do we get back to the other side of the eastlet?
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to
Oh, I
peel
guess
off
this is
due
my
to the
room.
salt and wind
Let's check
from
it
the
out.
sea.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Oh. Let's check out this jacket. +1 logic is not bad. God, that's hideous. Whoa. The swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has really nice, roomy pockets. Let's take a look. That is disgusting. That is the grossest jacket I've ever seen in my life. I will not be putting that on again. +1 logic is good, but it's not that good. Looks about birdwatching, almanac 93, 39, my goodness. Heat engine.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
What's up, Hampton?
The
Listen.
room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Oh. I don't know if I liked that. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went.
Westward, across the canal, towers the whirling in rags. Door number 1 on the 2nd floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind the counter, stands an irritable man.
How are the chicks doing? I just described the chicks. They're doing very well.
In a small shack in the fishing village,
Growing
a
fast.
baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world. Far away, on the corner of Perdition and the Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant.
You find out who she is later? Oh, I bet I know who it is. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards. Oops, I pressed caps lock. How am I supposed to
An
do
old
that?
mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
I cannot stop the expression because I don't have enough in electrochemistry. And not enough experience to level up. I wonder what happens if I stop the expression.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call? You're my favorite Texan streamer. Oh my gosh. I'm honored. No point in stopping the expression, I'm okay.
The water reflects back a vague image of your
I shan't
face.
then.
Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
I really, really want to shave to see how this changes my portrait. I think I will save here just in case. I want to get that mustache off.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor, like an artist with a
There
brush
we go.
or a master swordsman. You use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, reducing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
One second, let me... So sorry. I'm trying to buy some... I'm trying to like put together a home gym because my house is like 45 minutes away from the closest gym, and I tried to buy some today, and the lady on Facebook Marketplace kind of ghosted me, and she just reached out and apologized. Sorry, this is personal information that is, I'm sure, really, really uninteresting, but I need to answer this text really quick. Okay. Hope this was the right decision.
Beneath the doubt sprouts a new vigor.
Ooh.
Like you've discarded some bad decisions. It feels as though you've passed through a ritual, emerged from cold water, even.
I don't like it. I want to go back. Was shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe.
Third channel's gonna be the swole zoo.
You almost look like a professional. The beardless nature
I
of
guess
your
it does look
cheeks
better.
makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying grimace.
It does do that. It does that for sure. But That's okay. We can deal with it. I definitely look better in person than I do in the portrait, I will say. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any floorboards to look under here.
The bed is comforting.
Maybe they'll emerge on their
a
own.
bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No time to rest yet, apparently. Is it too early? Is that how this works? Pump perception with clothes. Good point. Let's see what I have. Oh, I can wear these gross pants for electrochemistry to pass that mirror check and see if I can stop the expression.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
No, I'll leave it. Maybe I'll save scum that later on. Okay. There's okay, perception. Do I have anything else? Yes. Okay. Well, don't I look smart? Nope. Still no floorboards. Oh, the glasses are -1? Whoopsie. You're so right, aren't you? Take those off. God, I look awful without glasses. That is terrible. Oh yeah, you're so right. Nausea-inducing hell glasses. How could I have forgotten? Let's put the right glasses back on. They don't do anything for me, but they occlude some of my terrible face, which is something. I don't think I have anything that does anything else for perception, so... nope, still no floorboards. Just have to do it the honest way, I guess. And I can't go to bed. There's still too much to do, apparently, so we'll just leave. Oh, hi, Kim. Oh, yeah, fake the signatures. Joy. Okay.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40-month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
We're safe scumming this.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Let's do this.
A 12 with a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
The name Isabel Sadie. This feels wrong. I don't think I should. This is not the morally correct decision. This lady let me live in her house for free.
Indeed.
Ugh.
To be honest, it does look very convincing. The calligraphy is close to superb. It might as well be her actual signature. But it's not. And the document will be nullified if she disputes it. That means Everard will have to start over.
Cool.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta.
Okay. I can get Kim's opinion on my new look. Let's do it. Kim.
Yes?
I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps...
what is it? You can tell me.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the... either way, good on you. You were saying?
Nothing. Kim will never approve of me, no matter what I do. East for the bridge. Southeast, okay. Kim loves a bear, unfortunately. Harry Dubois with the mutton chops looks like a really ragged, horrific version of my boyfriend. So maybe that's why I prefer it. Oh, I never talked to these guys. Oh, let's get this money first.
Hey, Tequila!
Okay.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Uh-oh, I know these guys.
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Nope. Okay then. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. No, I don't think so. Well, do don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker? Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately.
Hi.
You belong to an organization, a fraternity
Yeah.
of drunks.
Oh gosh.
I was just telling the people how how the main character of this game looks like just a horrible version of you.
What?
Yes.
No.
I just had him shave his mustache, and I think he looks worse.
Well, that is the case for me, yes. I do shave my mustache and look worse.
Okay.
Good. Have fun.
Thank you. What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Please. Please don't call. Don't call.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
I'm now convinced your partner looks like Ambrose Burnside. I wasn't lying.
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
In your house. I'm there right now. You ever seen Lost Highway?
No, you sure don't.
Maybe?
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale.
I don't know.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinaise last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Was I alone?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
There's a thought in this game that references Lost Highway. Woo! What a game.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Yeah, sure, I did that thing. What of it? Please continue.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Yeah, there is a skill called Inland Empire.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!"
Yeah, that does sound like me.
So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Every word I said was true. Tequila sunset will break the looms of reality.
Yeah, looms. Why not? Then you jammed the pedal and plowed right off the jetty and through the ice. We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
So is Tequila Sunset an event or a name?
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone.
My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
Oh god.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Oh, no, Kim, shut your ears. I didn't mean it.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? A superstar cop, perhaps?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop, and for the damage you inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
Okay, that's enough.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes. Want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
There's something darkly funny about a homeless man arguing for unchecked capitalism. Yes, there is. Kind of seems like self-hatred, don't you think? Here, I've got a potent pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that? Don't call them a girl.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I call a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff.
Awful.
I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansaric tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet. I've got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
So what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation.
Gotta make friends with your neighbors.
People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
This is insane.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
You do realize this is your own fault. Simply break into your apartment, dude.
I don't remember you being such a dick before, Tequila. That doesn't mean you're wrong, though. Anyway, that was all the tale one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Man, mixing high and low, commodifying culture is extremely my shit. That's so high concept, I have no idea what it means.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Until I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
No, I
Shut
already
the
have
fuck
some
up,
speed.
Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less.
I bet I can find it.
Say, you're a detective, right?
Oh, yep, here we go.
Maybe you can help old Doom spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
I already found a filthy jacket near the boardwalk.
Holy shit. Tequila, how did you... Never mind, I don't care. Just let me see the jacket.
Give him the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Got any more stories?
I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
I don't have any on me right now.
Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned.
Okay, bye.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Now I have to wash his jacket for him? Goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah. We have to go all the way around. Hmm. Hey, magnesium. Okay. Is this the right direction? Southeast, right? I'm trying. Oh. More things. Magnesium. Glasses! Empathy, -1 logic. Well, let's just take a look. These give me -1 drama, +1 visual calculus, +1 empathy is not bad. No, I don't like it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 4.
Why did it say I could interact with it again? No entry. Okay. No entry. How am I supposed to get back to the... Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Let's go get that thing for that lady. You know? The computer thing for the computer lady. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's call about that dead body first.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Oh, there's so many things we can do now that we're back at the
soft glow
thingy.
of the fuel
At the other side of the island. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the small blue sector, indicating the engine is cold. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
What did I miss? I'm late? Oh gosh. Simultaneously so many things and yet nothing at all. We finished everything in the church?
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Really all we've done is tee up a bunch of new tasks for me. Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Please connect me to the 41st again? Yes, I can
Just
read.
a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I am happy to report I've found my badge.
10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
Okay, end call.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Pick up the radio
This
again.
is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinaise boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters. My Schrodinger's progress, yes. Pretty much. Dark hair, medium build, looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, it seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Yes, boots, trousers, old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
Central Jamrock Public Library. Belongs to someone named Billy Mejan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We'll take it.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes, connect me to Jamrock Public Library, please.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, fine, tomorrow.
We should try again during business hours.
Anything else, Detective?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
Oh god, a fourth world country. No thank you. A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
It's true. The Insane Clown Posse is very recalcitrant. Notoriously so.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Okay, I'm done with the radio now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Yeah, never mind. I'm done with the radio for now. I thought there was another option.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Okay, close door. Let's go mail that thing. I think I remember the mailbox being like in front of the bookstore. Is it this?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Let's pat the box again. Good mail delivery box.
The box seems happy.
Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Okay, leave. Dead body on the boardwalk. Call the public library tomorrow. Call Alice back tomorrow. Okay, I have the smoker on the balcony. Completely forgot about that. Okay. Okay.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and biographies of famous people.
I was told there's a huge fridge in the building's cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own way to the cellar.
So is this game good then? Yeah, this game is great. It's extremely interesting. It's kind of unlike anything I've ever played before. Video games are a fascinating medium. You know, you can do
A heavy door with a
things with
missing
them you
handle
can't do with anything
stands
else.
before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
There's something very, I don't know, literary about this game and its story and the way it's being told that I like a lot. It's very beautiful. I bet we can break down this door. I bet correctly. Ouch.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
Dislocated
But you've done
cop.
it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Better increase my health a second. Okay. Smash into the door and shout, "Fuck the system!" Nice. Okay. Ooh, it's a gym. Looks a lot better than my gym right now. Take the shot put ball. Look how expensive it is. Absolutely. Oh, time to talk to Kim.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Oh. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Is it familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
I feel like save scumming this. Seems like a triumphant. I'll save it for the end of this. I'll do it in like half an hour. And our wall bars. What does Kim have to say?
What is this place?
It's an adventure. Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
What's going on up here? Ooh.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand?
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without...
Yeah, okay. What's this say? A ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such a beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. I disagree. I think we'll sell it. Nice. Alright. I'm ready. Ooh, I hear computer noises. Ooh. Oh, more taxidermy. More taxidermy. Oh gosh, there's so much to click. A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Where are the clothes?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These
Why is there a
live,
high elf here?
creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin. Green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
One of them is a welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Meta. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Well, this has been educational.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
I love Kim. He's so accepting.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN.
Oh my
Station
God.
41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Mini-me. Oh, that somehow that just like seems too real. It seems like exactly the kind of thing of, you know, some kind of. It seems like the kind of thing Hooli might come up with from Silicon Valley. Ever watch that show? It's really good. Keep reading.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise."
Ugh. Yeah. Trying to give me the shivers.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
How do I know what Cadran mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7,
Okay, it's plenty. Radio
UK
frequencies for
unclear.
what?
It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
Aww.
There's no
That's
way
sad.
a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
Do you want pasta
Yeah.
right now?
No, I'm gonna hop off here in about 20 minutes, so I'll just sit down. It smells good. Thank you.
If you want to eat while it's hot, I'll bring it to you.
No, I'll just pop it in the microwave. It's okay.
Okay.
If it's microwavable, if we made something like fish or something, then
What pasta is in the microwave?
what'd you make?
Chicken, broccoli, like a cheese cream
Yummy.
sauce.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the microwave. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The cost of Airwood alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This
Bye,
schedule,
Creon.
I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone.
Yeah.
No one has used the fireplace in ages.
What a bummer. That looks like a different room. Let's not go there yet. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
A dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Another radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on?
It's your call. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Let's do it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look in.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Press play.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Oh, press play again.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no
print.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Money. More money. I'm about to be pretty rich. Once I sell all that junk I found.
What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Seeing the U.S. government officially committing pump and dump for Elon's stock on national television is so surreal. I don't know. Well, isn't it a great time to buy the dip, though? Isn't it wild how, when the market's doing well, when the market is up, it's a good thing. Or perhaps a bad thing. And when the market's down, it's a bad thing. Or perhaps a good thing. Doesn't matter. It's just a matter of perspective. Yeah, just a failed business.
Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. And by these people, I mean people in Sauna's radio game company, Fortress Accident.
The market looks bearish, as in a bear unleashed in every home. Fun!
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How were they planning to do that? Has anyone done this before? Let's just do all of
Through
them.
call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Sounds fun.
Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
You can tell the creators of this game had this idea. Thought it'd be cool. I wonder if they did any work on it.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
The market looks bullish like the bullshit I'm peddling. Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
It is cool. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Let's give them more money so they can finish it. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep the company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Anything else in here? What's this? Oh! Oh my goodness. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hands as intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, production schedule. Note this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Oh shit. Let's go check it out. Faster.
Tiles on the cube are still small.
Insert the production
Cast
schedule.
like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years
Oh,
old.
is it the same lady?
Good evening.
Yes.
Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
Hi, Isabel.
Please repeat.
I mean,
Is
Yvonne.
this the production schedule?
Somebody else is called Isabel. I think the other old lady that gave me the room. Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Let's try the password for the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife Death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Press
Cast
print.
with a quiet determination, the printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Wirral Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Yeah, I guess. Let's read about
In
capital.
its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished.
Where did they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Read about the workforce.
Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts,
What
and a
happened?
single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Corolidon in the basement to escape his obligations.
Uh-oh, you gotta have a couple producers.
Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept
No,
artists?
Definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skip to work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before
Yikes.
skipping town for good.
Ah, damn, this entire story makes me sad. Skim through the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Riyal game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination.
Damn.
They couldn't.
Sad. I could have bridged the gap. Yeah.
No, you couldn't have.
What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not. Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared.
I like it when multiple facets of your mind like weigh in on the same thing. It's always funny, especially when they agree with each other.
That is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
That sounds bad.
No, it was good. Too good. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jim's-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
They definitely developed this idea. The creators of this game. I mean, how many heads were there?
So many. The
Oh
last
no.
count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
That's pretty bad. So what did the men?
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
The what?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug.
Yikes.
What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused the data to get lost in the air.
When the project was returned, it was completely blank.
Oh my god. That's suicide shit.
The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. But despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
That reminds me, I really need to back up all my dissertation footage. Wasn't there a copy of the game?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me. Not after 8 months of crunch.
Oh, buddy.
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Is there anything else from this lead program? Nah, it's not very convincing, is
Her
it?
former colleagues would agree with you.
Woof. Is there anything else?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes at the
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinaise. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinaise, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Damn. Tear off the printout and throw it away. Man, I thought
Piles
she was
of
doing
the
like...
are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
Move the production
filament
schedule.
slides out.
I thought for sure she was doing some kind of... But she's just trying to save her RPG? Okay. Hey, there it is.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? This must be the giant ice bear fridge that Suna mentioned. Look inside. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim. It's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
Look in.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. But where's the filament memory? It's not here.
I can't see the off-site copy anywhere.
Someone must have taken it. What does the note say?
Let's
You
see.
pocket the note And the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
If you find this fridge early enough, you can hide the body in here. They thought of everything. Examine one of the ice cream
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Okay. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it through the refrigerator door. Let's see
The
what it
note
says.
is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still
shit.
here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Suliswaf.
Okay. Someone has moved the filament, but who?
Sulislav. Wasn't he one of Miss Lukanen's Kilda's co-workers? I remember coming across this name when we were reading her personal log.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Okay, I guess I gotta go find it. Oh, Lord. Is it this thing?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the
this is a
furnace,
furnace.
coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
Kick it.
A hollow ring
Owie.
goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Damn. Okay, that was a bad idea.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
No, I'm just a disempowered individual trying to take my disempowerment out on everyday objects.
Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too?
No, I actually feel sorry for the things I've destroyed. I'm sorry, milk carton.
You're right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer at all. That's just severe anger management problems and a disregard for property rights.
The wall collapsed. I hope that the filament isn't on the other side of it. Oh my god. Okay. There's the ice cream maker. Is this the thing? There's a hidden doorway here. Okay. How do I get in? Okay. Oh, guns.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period.
Whoa.
Look at all those rifles.
That's wild.
Must be an old weapons cache.
There's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
No, you do the honors. Will it make you like me more?
Sure. Okay, here's some more rifles. None of these seem to be working. No! An old Belmagrave rifle. That's rare to find in such good order. Seems to no longer be functional, but still rare. Here.
This should change.
It's yours, officer.
Ooh.
You found this place.
What does this mean, a rifle
It
here?
means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in
Good sale.
Martinaise. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Sweet.
He likes this find.
Nice. Yay. I did something Kim liked. Okay. Let's check out this gun. Cool. Okay. I'm losing energy. I want to find this thing before I hop off. Frozen ice cream maker. There it is.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the maker off. Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Crack open the lid. You can unplug it if I remember correctly. Let's see. Ooh, hooray. I needed both those things.
2 cables
Here
are
we go.
plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Let's unplug them both.
An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Unplug the black
Something
people.
close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Very smart. Opening the lid should be much easier after the ice cream maker has defrosted.
Do I have to wait for it to defrost? Seems like I should.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
This will be my save scum of the day. We shall retrieve this filament drive or whatever it's called.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
I could add one into physical instrument. I'll just put on different clothes. Surely there's something that gives me physical instrument, right? There we go. Yes, the trusty man from Himdall t-shirt. Let's go.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay. F9 to quick load. Yeah, I'm using a different keyboard right now than my usual keyboard, so I cannot use the F buttons. Okay.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks and it's already unplugged.
That'll never happen. Either it happens the second time or not at all.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool, and it's already unplugged.
Can equip the t-shirts to get more points. True, true. Maybe I should keep that t-shirt on anyway, since you can't see it under the jacket. After this check, I mean.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath it, and it's already
Oh
unplugged.
my god. Okay. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen.
This orange machine
There we
is
go.
dead still.
Much
it
better.
has ice squeaks beneath your
See?
Gewalzen multi-tool.
Either happens immediately or not at all. At 42%, I still can't pass this check.
This orange
This time.
machine is
This
dead
time I'm
still.
feeling it.
It has ice squeaks.
No. With each failure, I grow hungrier and hungrier.
This orange machine is dead still.
There's pasta waiting for me.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath your
God.
Gewalzen multi-tool. And it's already unplugged. This orange machine is dead. Darkness lies
Yes.
inside, but you can
There we go.
faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Take it.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
I am curious. Let's go check it out. Next time. I am finished for tonight. I've got family coming to town on Monday, so I think instead I shall stream Sunday. I should have time. That might be a good day. See if different people may show up since it's on a weekend. So that'll be interesting to see. So yeah, Sunday. Sunday next time. I will see you all then. I know I already quick saved, but I'm gonna do it again. Just in case. Yeah, everybody have a great weekend.